it definitely seems to convey this idea of, Babylon. What is, again, speaking of Lehi's vision, he talks about, and maybe it was Nephi that actually saw this detail. It talks about the people in the great and spacious building laughing and pointing and mocking. And it's this spirit of, what would you say, almost reveling, and finding joy in being irreverent, to your point. And so I think that's probably more in line with what the Lord is speaking of here, is that there are sacred times, holy places, and the reverence should be maintained there. And even when we're not in those places, we shouldn't put ourselves in a position, or we shouldn't allow ourselves to get into a position where we would potentially participate in that kind of irreverent activity, or facilitate that kind of atmosphere in any way. And so I think you're right. I think it is important. Clearly, there are opportunities and activities and times where you can be loud and have a really good time, and it's still very uplifting, and the spirit can still be there, and you're building strong relationships with, especially if it's a ward activity or whatever the case may be. There's clearly opportunities to continue to build that and strengthen that together. And that's what we need to focus on. The Lord, I think, doesn't want us to get lax or deceived in the areas where you could get irreverent in some of what you're doing.
We have one more slide here. Final thought. I just remembered that it's like 1:30 in the morning right now, and I volunteered to take the elders to the temple for an 8 o'clock session.
Blame the equipment that didn't work for like an hour.
So I got that to look forward to. I am looking forward to it. I love taking them to the temple and having conversations with them afterwards, but not so much only getting a few hours of sleep. Okay, final thought. Verse 21, section 59, verse 21. And in nothing doth man offend God, or against none is his wrath kindled, save those who confess not his hand in all things and obey not his commandments. I don't think she's supposed to be awake right now.
She is most certainly not supposed to be awake right now. So I don't know if my wife's asleep or awake. And I thought I better grab her since she's at my door, knocking on my office door.
Okay, let's put full screen here so you can present her. Welcome to the podcast. My final thought. I just love this. I love this verse, and I love this idea. In nothing doth man offend God, save those who confess not his hand in all things. And I think that's a beautiful sentiment. And again, this is the remember principle. Somehow that has showed up several times throughout this episode.
Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.